Ukraine needs money. Yep, he just over here. Him and Kamala was walking around and stuff. He was here for money, brother. And Mike, he says, yeah, he tripped on that question. And let's see him skip down because I can see him behind. And Renard, how you doing? It says some people are saying that Trump doesn't really want to win, but set the stage for Vance in 2028. I mean, that could be plausible. First Fruit, she says they never brought up reparation, didn't expect it, or nothing about foundational Black Americans like anti-Black hate crime law, especially at the Marcellus Williams or Javion McGee. Thus no vote. Yeah, you know they wasn't gonna do that. They just wasn't gonna do it. All right, so let's see. FM, you saying I was on Tiananmen Square Circle in Mississippi. Easy mistake, right? It was like, come on, man. Herman, how you doing? Says God in late. Hello, how you doing? Brother Reggie says, I'm sorry that happened. Now let me have more of your lunch. That's exactly what he did. Doe, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Everybody said hello to Donovan. Let's see. Who else came on here? I got to the bottom. Yeah. And Valor says, like the comment Vance made concerning housing. Yep. And Jessica Jackson, how you doing? Says, there's no way Kamala Harris and Tim Walz need to be the head of this country, period. I agree with you. Donovan?
Welcome. I must apologize to you guys. I got the link early. I was setting everything up and I got a call. And Dimitri, if you've been following my Facebook page, I have questions. And I put up questions in regards to Candace Owens's piece that she's been doing, researching Kamala Harris's heritage. And I had some people call me, and good friends of mine, don't get me wrong, and I don't like to argue with people that have their minds are made up. Okay, so let me break this down to you guys real quick. I am voting for Trump. Nothing you can say. I'm a recovering Democrat. It's a middle finger to the Democratic Party. That's what I'm doing with my vote. Have every right to do it, doesn't matter. You've got some people that are voting Republican. Fine, no problem. Their mind's made up. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. Right? But the people who are going to decide this election are the people that are the undecided voters, the ones that are sitting on the fence. Not necessarily independents, just people whose minds aren't made up. If you saw that interview, because people were asking me, well, I don't think that the vice president thing doesn't matter anyway. It didn't move the needle at all. I think it moved the needle. I think J.D. Vance moved a couple of people toward their side of the thing. It's only going to take, this isn't going to be like a massive blowout. This is possibly going to be a very, very close election. So these people have been calling me all day, telling me, why would you put up Candace Owens? You know what Candace Owens stands for? I said, what does she stand for? Well, if you do this, then, you're misrepresenting. Exactly. And I'm just trying to break it down like, wait a minute. So I don't have a reason to vote the way I want to vote with my vote. If you won the lotto, you guys, do I have a right to tell you what you're going to do with the money? Of course not. If I want to waste my vote, I have every right to do that. But and then I asked my friend, I said, are you supporting Kamala? She says, yes. I said, we have nothing else to talk about. Just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. But if you guys are asking me on the thing last night, I think J.D. Vance and Dimitri, you saw my post. I mean, they were outright lying. I mean, Kamala Harris, as Attorney General of California, has never prosecuted ever any trans cartel mafia members across California. And use your basic common sense. If there was a transcontinental mafia Mexican cartel that got caught, isn't it the federal government's job to secure the borders? So why would she have jurisdiction? That would be a federal government case, wouldn't it? I mean, just the outright lying was just ridiculous. But I will say this again.
When I hear Kamala Harris was at the border, get rounding up the mafia, I envision like Coffee Brown, of Sheba baby.
But what's crazy, and I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody. When you don't live in California or in a certain state where things are happening, you really don't know what you're talking about. You're only going by the sound bites because you're really not interested. You don't care. So I'm going to tell you guys, just use your common sense. She has not prosecuted any cartel members of the Mexican mafia and all this other stuff and whatever else that Walz was saying. That is not true. Again, we know that the border is the federal government's responsibility. If there was something that is, remember he said transcontinental, whatever it was, that means over a swath bunch of land. That would be federal jurisdiction. Why would a woman who has no experience prosecuting anything successfully have a case like that? It was just a bunch of lies. I really thought Vance did a really good job sticking to the point. This election is going to come down to what is affecting people most: illegal immigration and the economy, stupid.
Yeah, absolutely. Jessica wants to know, Donovan, why do you think it'll be close?
Well, I personally don't think it's going to be close because I've ran the numbers and stuff. I don't think it's going to be close. But again, there is a 50-50 chance she can win. I don't know if you guys remember in 2020, there was a disputed election, and the Democrats are very good at stealing elections. So it could be close. I'm going to say that officially.
And of course, it's like with 34, 33 days left. So it all really remains to be seen who's going to win. CJ says, how dare you ask these folks logical questions and cause them to read or use their brains, Mr. D? Yeah, don't do that. It's just a lot. It's an overload.
And let me tell you, I was talking to MAGA Blue today. These people were MAGA Blue. Oh, you're going to Trump. You're this. Wait a minute. I never said I was a Republican. Who said I was a Republican? Well, if you do this, you're this. You're this. I was like, wait a minute. I'm thinking for myself. I don't care about Democrats or Republicans. It's gotten that bad in America, you guys.
Yeah, I just block them. When they get to acting like whole fools on my page, I'm like, I will not do this with you. I just rather block you. Because you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't go on your pages. Y'all come over there acting like the Tasmanian devil. I'm voting for Kamala. I'm like, you want a cookie? What do you want me to do with that? I'm not trying to convince you not to. You don't vote for Kamala, do that. That's what you should do. I'm just on my page that I've had since 2009, especially on Facebook. I'm doing what I want to do, right? But so I just block people. Like, you're not gonna disturb my peace, okay? I don't even really know you like that.
Yeah, and I hate when you answer their question and then they come up with a what about it? What is it called? What aboutisms? What about this? What about that? I ain't doing that. I usually say moving on. That's my saying. Moving on.
Yeah, you're gonna get blocked. Keep on. That's what I say. You want to be blocked? Damon says too, Cali Peeps Newsom signed into law. You don't need an ID to vote. There was something else he did today as well. What was it? I can't remember what it is, but I think about it. And Jessica says, I see you, Donovan. Those says,
I think what Gavin Newsom was the land, reclaiming the land. He vetoed the reclaiming the land thing or something.
No,
like that.
It was something else. I'll look it up when I start speaking again. So though you say you didn't vote in 2020. Okay, Brother Reggie says, there can't be, there can't be 50% of the population that is that dumb to vote for her. You think? Hopefully
I tell Deanna I need one of those. You guys got to get me one so I can be on my side.
I got you. I got you. Dan, how you doing? Says the Democrats are desperate to hold on to power. They ain't too desperate because they keep ignoring Black Americans. So how desperate can they be, right? They know that. I would tell you this. As I said to Donovan, if Kamala wins, and she might win. One thing we could pat ourselves on the back is that we didn't let it. She didn't get it easy. She didn't walk away with the lion's share of the Black vote like her predecessors did. That we can't claim as a victory, I would think, but you never know.
Be easy. That dude says he ended legacy admissions at the colleges.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yes. Basically meaning that you just can't just Watusi on in there because you got some money, your parents or whatever.
And you guys need to pay attention to that, because that is very smart. Those Asians that sued to dismantle affirmative action in college admissions, they should have gone out legacy admissions. There are more people that get in that aren't qualified that get in through legacy admissions than they do going through the affirmative action stint of that. So, and they said because the Asians successfully did what they did, a reduction, I think it's 4% of reduction of Black enrollment at Harvard and some of the Ivy League schools. 4%. Asian folks did that to Black people.
Yep. And they did it, and they used Edward Blum to do it, you know, and y'all can go from there. Black Light, how you doing? Says, yes, reclaim the land. And yeah, thank you, Be Easy, that dude, and welcome. Yeah, I knew it was something. I just can't remember what it was. Let's see, First Fruits, she says plastic bag. He said again, Newsom. Yeah, now they allow plastic bags in California. I know before you had to pay 10 cents a bag, you know. So I don't know. California just is weird. Black Light says he won't let Blacks get their stolen land back. Yeah, he said you can hang that up. Juanita, how you doing? Says, I agree with you. Okay, so you're talking to average logical thinker. And welcome. Damon says, vote for Kamala is a vote for oppression. Foundational Black Americans, Black First Family. Yeah, I don't understand it, but you know, again, people have their right to vote the way they want. Missions Vision, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Abdul, how you doing? It says Kamala Harris will get no more than 75% of the specific Black vote. However, she will still need at least 85% of the specific Black vote to stand a chance to win. Yeah, she's got to get it.
I have a question for all of you guys. Kamala Harris is a California Democrat. Okay. Demetra, in your infinite wisdom as Demetradamus, do you think Kamala Harris will win California?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's gonna win California in her sleep. I mean, hell, you might as well just count California to her now. I mean, California is probably the bluest state in the nation, and it has been for a very, 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 very long time. It would take I don't know what it would take to flip California red or even purple at this point. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, she's definitely gonna win California. That's a given. That's a given. Rodney, how you doing? Says, I believe the politicals invest in emotionalism and lies in order to keep the masses from engaging in critical thinking and discernment. That's the name of the game. That's how propaganda works. You keep people in their emotions and not their logic. Because if you tell people to let us be logical, then you're not going to be able to get your way with those people, especially if you're trying to run a game on them, right? So absolutely. Let's see. Brother Reggie says, D&D, I know we're talking about the debate, but did you see Kamami on the... I did. All the smoke. Says Steven Jackson was looking like this ish is blowing my high. Yeah, I was like, what are we doing here? It was so boring. Not that I was looking to be wild, but don't nobody care about when Kamala kiss her husband at night before they go to bed every night, and she works out every day, and she loves sitting with her fam. It sounded like, as my daughter said, a Cosmopolitan Vogue interview. So, Kamala, tell us about your favorite nightgown. Tell us about the time that you went to the store and you picked out tomatoes. How do you do that? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? You got less than 40 days at that point to wow people to get a bump in the numbers, and you talking about Sunday dinner. It was a waste of time. And I should say, did you guys comment section.
Yeah. Did you guys pick up the lie that she said? Now, remember when she interviewed with, what's her name? The blonde chick, the interviewer chick.
Oh, Stephanie Wu?
No, the blonde chick earlier, maybe a month ago. She's on CNN.
Oh, Dana
Bash. Yeah. Remember, she said when she got the call from Joe Biden, she was asleep. and something like that, or her nieces were up or something like that, right? That was with Dana Bash. And then with this interview, the smoke, they asked her again, basically she went to her talking point, and she said that she woke up and went to go cook a roast because everybody else was asleep. The story, she can't even keep her story together. I don't know if anybody else picked that up. If you guys noticed that, give me a 1 in the chat. But it's just like you can pick apart. She's not consistent in anything that she says. And if you're not paying attention, that would have slipped. Her story from Dana Bash to this story are 2 different stories.
Yeah, and I see y'all talking about California, the black population. Listen, the black population of California is just trying to survive, okay? They trying to make it from day to day. That's what they trying to do.
Matter of fact, it's called Escape from California for black people because people are getting the hell up out of here. It's just not sustainable.
Hey, Ollie, where you been? It's a long time no see, and I hope you're doing well. It says Jill Stein is causing Kamala a real problem. Well, what happened was she and her running mate Butch Ware went on to the Breakfast Club, and they brought out the bulldog, Angela Rye, to try to attack her, and it backfired. They did the same thing with Senator Byron Donalds. Is that his name? The brother who's a Republican. They brought her out to try to dismantle him, and he ate her lunch, and she was mad about that. So it's like, y'all bringing her to sabotage people? What are you bringing her on there for? It's making people actually not want to vote for Kamala even more, and you're waking people up to people like a Jill Steins and things like that. So yeah, and if y'all go to that comment section of the Breakfast Club, man, they are eating Angela alive.
I saw that this morning, and I thought it was a retake of what she got mad with Jill Stein before. I didn't know it was Brian Donalds.
A different interview, and he was like, I didn't come on here to argue with you. He says, can I talk? You gonna let me finish? You keep cutting me off. She a rude heifer. Just rude. So I don't think they
I'm
need
not
to
even gonna go there today. I'm not going there today. Okay.
I'll go there. She a rude heifer. Okay. Yeah, and then she just like nobody could challenge her. It's crazy. Friday, how you doing? She says she'll win California, but not by as much as Biden. I agree with that. Says Biden won by 29. Harris is by 22 right now, 22%. Yeah, I agree with that. I think California, she's gonna win that, but the black voters was causing her issues, and she's just trying every which way to connect with the black voter. But the black voters, like a lot of black voters, like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Not this time. Brother Ray says all them Hollywood folks in California ain't never turning red. There you go. That California belongs to them. The wealthy and the immigrants. That's what it belongs to. And I know.
Wait a minute, damn it! If that's so true, why didn't we get reparations? If this is a super democratic state and the Democratic Party is the party for black people, explain it to me.
I don't know where you got. Believe that lie. Be Easy said she was getting blown. I had to read that before I read it out loud. So she was getting blown out in California in the 2020 primary. So she dropped out. California is not a shoo-in for her. I agree with you. Yeah, she couldn't even win her own state. But Kamala just had a lot of issues in that campaign. She had people quit, talking about she was hard to work with. They ran out of money. She just wasn't a likable person, which is why I'm blown away by all of a sudden she's saving America. This joy. She's bringing joy and vibes back to America. And it's like, but in 2020, her campaign literally tanked.
I have asked people, even if you're a Kamala supporter, please tell me something subjective and tangible that Kamala did that was successful. I was arguing with somebody this morning, and they said, oh, she did something with the prison rework program here in California. It's almost like a first step type thing.
The back on track.
Yeah, the back on track thing. And then I told him, well, if it was so successful, where's that program at today? He said, I don't know, because it doesn't exist. It wasn't successful. This woman has no accomplishments other than being a good bed wench. It's factual stuff. I mean, I ain't mad at it. It got him to the second highest position. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to sleep your way to the top, eventually you're going to have to perform because there is a ceiling. I'm not mad at you how you get there, but eventually there's a ceiling and you're going to have to perform other than those bedroom tricks.
Oh my God. Antoine says, I wish someone would finesse their way into an interview with her and ask her all the questions we want to see and hear. I guarantee she would cut and run. I bet Trump won't cut and run, though. Now, Trump has a very big ego, so he gonna answer the questions, even if he ain't going to give it the right answer. He gonna answer the questions. You know, it was very fantastic, but you don't understand. We really, really, really got to get this economy under control. When I was president, we had the best economy in history. So he likes to talk. But Kamala, I really believe her and her campaign thought that she was going to be able to rest on pretty, which is, we'll hold it off as long as we can. We'll have joy, joy, joy. And we'll just have some good vibes, you know, and bring out Megan and she could twerk and have concerts. And people that they're okay with that. And then people start saying, nah, bring your ass, okay? Sit down and answer some of these questions. And so we've seen, it's like with her convention, the debate, and some of these sit downs, she has not gotten a significant bump, which is also why she's trying to bring Trump into another debate. He don't need to do that. She needs to do that. She needs to get another wow, gotcha, you know, your crowd size was too small. You know, she need another one of that. If I was Trump, I wouldn't give it to her and be like, suffer. You go get it out the mud on your own, sis, but you ain't going to use me to do it. Jessica, you says, oh, no, Don. It says, Demetri K, did you hear that Project 2025 organization is endorsing Kamala Harris? Now, I heard that, but I didn't get a chance to research it. I don't know how true that is. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I just kind of want to dig into it for myself to see if that's true, because I've seen some people saying it's not true. So I just want to see if I can come somewhere to the truth, close to the truth, by looking at it myself. But it would be interesting. Blacklight says she said she was making breakfast and doing a puzzle. Is that what she said? So everybody said the story keeps changing. Brother Steven, how you doing? Says good evening, Demetri and Donovan. Harris does not work out. Look at her. You better stop it. Her turkey neck. Tell your wife we said hello. You know what? This is the one thing. We all gonna age, right? We're all gonna age. Some of us a lot faster than others. And that's why I'm like, there is no way I want that job. I wouldn't want to be the president because look how fast it ages you. All the stress and man,
Obama came in there dark haired. He left ghost white.
Man, Jupiter. Did I say hello to you? If I didn't, hello. He says, hey, Demetri, you still got Boule Dusty doing the Hail Mary push Kamala Harris. That defiant lawyer is coming after y'all. Yeah, I heard it be on our bumper, but tell him to run up. Tell him that I ain't gonna say the other part. Jump up to get beat down. Verbally, that is. Verbally. What he gonna do? Nothing. Nothing at all. He is a big time shield. When I say shield, I mean it with all my might. He's a shield.
Get your thing out.
He's a the new black media just always Bill guy over there, that African American news channel. I don't understand what's wrong with him.
I love it. I got a quick question for you though, because just before I came on, I was watching a video with the turkey leg hut. Maybe you covered this already, whatever the deal is. They got shut down with over 35 health violations that was imminent to the public. Is that correct?
They did. Turkey leg hut. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna have a leg to stand on. All pun intended. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
What is going on in Houston? STIs are on the rise. Turkey leg hut health things. I'm just like, where is the love for our people in doing things? I mean, how could you, according to the report that I saw, they had black mold in the soda dispensary parts, and they had food stored outside and food that wasn't to temperature room, and they were serving this stuff. So, and allegedly, like I said, this is what I saw on the thing. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but if you guys look on there, yeah, that was reported by the Houston News, as a matter of fact, so you guys can look it up.
Yeah, I've been following it. Yeah, they turkey leg held. I don't know what's going on over there. Ragnar, how you doing? He says Kamala had the inmates fighting fires for pennies and kept them longer than their term. Yeah, she said they needed the labor. Get out and do what? What else could they be? Do they want to do besides work for me for nothing? I mean, that's what they make them do. They make them go fight the fires. California, it's fire season, be brutal and deadly, and they be having them out there. And then a lot of times, I think they're changing it now. But they couldn't even get a job with the fire department when they got out.
You know what's crazy about that case, though? When the Supreme Court ordered her to release those prisoners and to stop doing what she's doing, she appealed to keep, because when you go through the appeal process, you can't let anybody go. Everything's frozen, right? And she appealed to keep them longer to pass fire season. Now, we know the only real homes during fire season in California that's really in danger are the rich people's homes that live in the hills. If you ever come to California and you see those homes on the hills looking down on everybody, those are the ones that are on the side of the mountains that slide off. Those are the rich people. Those are the only people's homes that are really in danger like that. And she wanted to keep them for her donors and people that donate to her. And she appealed it on purpose to keep the people in prison as long as possible. And then when they finally adjudicated the case, she had to release those prisoners.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why on earth would you want to build your house on some stilts? Two stilts. You got this monstrosity of a house on 2 stilts. And then it's like, oh, my house. Like, I'm surprised it didn't fall sooner. Are you? Like, what are we doing? Though, he said she aged before her eyes in the debate with Trump. Yeah, I mean, that's a stressful job. I know I wouldn't want to do it. You're going to have me run around here looking like that. And, listen, I'm going to just keep it a buck. If I was Kamala, win or lose after this election, I'm going to Dr. Miami somebody. Say, yes, I got my neck stretched. And what? What you going to do about it? Because her face looks relatively young, It's just, but you know what? I don't want to shame the lady. It's life. We're all going to eventually probably end up with a turkey neck. I don't know. Beverly, you like that raccoon? Buckhorse, I'm just saying. I can't say the word, so there you have it. Okay. Raynari says the black folks voting for Kamala are LGBT and other intersectionalists. Donovan, do you think that picking Tim Walz instead of Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania or Kelly in Arizona will cost Kamala?
Yes, absolutely. Because again, this guy, okay, nothing against Kamala. She's a female. There are strong females out there, but she's not a Hillary Clinton. She's definitely not a, who's the other Indian lady that just was in the primaries, whatever her name was. Tim Walz, when you're a man and you want to put tampons in the men's bathroom, that's not very masculine. It's not very macho, if you want to call it that way. At all. Right. And I think it really makes her ticket look weak because you didn't get somebody that people can say, well, I don't really care for Kamala, but this guy is the macho man. I could kind of get behind him if things really, go awry. She's already married to a Jewish man. So picking Shapiro wouldn't have been, to me, a hit neither here nor there against her. She's obviously pro-Israel because her husband is Israeli, or he's not Israeli, but he's a Jew. So
Lene, how you doing? Say ski wee. Yep, that's her tribe. That is her tribe. Let's see. Rodney says the gentrifiers in the third ward, were after them. They should have been on top of everything. Yeah, because they were like, the smoke. Oh, there's smoke coming from the turkey leg. Oh, it's just, like, did Plymouth Rock land on you, or did you land on Plymouth Rock? You know what I'm saying? You move yourselves over there, and then you're going to complain about the ambiance of the neighborhood, but you're right. They, had, I guess, going through a messy divorce, and, it's just a lot going on. It's like, if it's turkey legs, for God's sake. How can you mess that up? Now, I've eaten there like 3 times. Every time somebody visited from California, they want to go to the infamous turkey leg hut. The average logical thing, you're right, is salty as hell. They might as well just give you a tray of salt with some macaroni and cheese on top of it or whatever.
Wait a minute. Don't you Negroes understand during the slave passage, they had to tack the food with a high bit of salt to preserve it? And whatever's left, we would just give you, the Negroes at the bottom of the ship, whatever the salty meat was and stuff like that. So that's, they want you guys, to be close to your heritage.
We don't want that. Okay. Simone, how you doing? And where you been? And Daryl, did I say hello to you? If I didn't, hello. All right. Yes, Brina Palos Verdes is sliding. They be, I ain't trying to laugh at nobody because God forbid. I don't think I ever own a house on a cliff. But they be like, my house, oh my God, it's been in our family for generations. It's like on 2 toothpicks. Now you knew that wasn't gonna stand very long. I mean, California, because it is so dry, it has a fire season. Then when it does have torrential rain rather, then the mudslides take place. So it's like, that was bound to happen, Damon says there's a measure on the California ballot to stop that slavery crap. And Avengers answers, how you doing? Yes, indeed. First Fruits, you say they got in trouble for actually having inmates, fire crews being subcontracted out to protect rich homeowners. Yeah, so there's a lot going on, but again, they get out and can't get hired. It's crazy.
But here's the thing with Kamala Harris, and see, this is what the MAGA blue doesn't understand. If you're not from California, this woman has been caught up in so many scandals here in California, and then she takes no responsibility. Oh, didn't she say, Demetrius, she didn't lock up one person because of her truancy law? That wasn't true. I mean, tainted evidence against over 1,000 cases where the evidence was tainted, evidence that was basically hidden to exonerate an innocent man. She takes no responsibility for anything. Her excuse is, I didn't know. Hey, the buck is supposed to stop with you.
Yeah, Black Snowflake, how you doing? He says Chris Farley won with his From the Van to the River speech. Okay. Chris Farley is dead though, right? He's been dead for a long time, but yeah, I'm not familiar with that. But how you doing, by the way? You also say Tim Walz can't control his gangster school shooters. Yeah, I really think he misspoke. I don't really think.
Yeah, wait, what did he say? He has friends that are school shooters?
I think he misspoke. I think he meant like the victims. I think that's what it was. Right. I mean, I could lie to kick it, but why? You know what I mean? I don't really think he meant that. I think he, you got to understand too, when you're debating, you got a lot going on. You got to answer the question. You got to refute what is being said or rebuttal, whatever. You got a lot going on. Of course, you're going to misspeak. Sometimes I do it on my videos, and when I watch it back, I said that, and I'm like, I have to make a decision. Should I just let it ride, or do I just, do it over or do it edit or something like that? So you like I'm one of those people. I just be talking sometimes, and I be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, So I get it.
Yeah, I think one video I saw where I don't know why you didn't let it ride. You had said I learned everything from Donovan, and Donovan is damn near perfect.
Oh yeah, I had to edit that out. I got to edit it out. They had to cut it, put it on the cutting room floor. Raynard says my last comment is that is looking more like Trump made a good choice in picking JD Vance. Yeah, well, you watch the media. The media is gonna play, and even now they're trying to spin the debate like Walz won. And there's a tweet that was trending said even CNN. So basically, it said even CNN said that Vance won, right? And it's just a fact, he won. It's not even about oh, you're trying to say my candidate didn't. It's just a fact. If you watched it without, I'm voting blue no matter who, if you watch would like to try to really learn something, then you have to come to that conclusion. Now, I don't expect people who are emotional to come to that conclusion because they gonna vote blue no matter who, right? No matter who and what they say, whatever. But JD Vance is a very sharp individual. Now, did he tell the truth all the time? I don't think he told the truth all the time, but he sure sounded like he did, though, didn't he? You know, so.
Well, then when all the news networks are saying, yeah, Walz could have done a better job, whatever, you're basically conceding that he didn't do as well as he did. What I got out of that debate, and I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, what Walz showed me was, and it seemed to me he was trying to stick to the talking points that he was given and hit the talking points as he's supposed to hit them. That's what it seemed to me he was trying to do, because he just kept fumbling on stuff, and it's like, oh, let me say this, don't forget to say this. He was just too much into doing what they told him what he needed to hit.
I got you. You doing all right? Okay, put you right here. CJ says he said that state is one of the best to raise children. I was like, oh, Steven. He said, Donovan, they even have people doing videos telling their story about Harris locking them up. I mean, yeah, it's like, but nobody got locked up. They lying. And if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. What did they do? They must have did something. I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, all right, whatever, you know. Brina says, I can't get over that mother who was arrested because her sick daughter could not attend class. Yeah. And we had Sheree on here before. We've interviewed her a couple of times. So she's actually doing very well, getting out there telling her story. Friday says, I don't know why they don't have the people who Kamala locked up to be in a commercial so people can hear it from the source. They actually do. If you go on Twitter, I think you can see a lot of it. But yeah, they're getting out there telling their story. Jamal Truelove, he's one of them. He ended up getting $14 million from the state of California for falsely being locked up by Kamala. They paid him $14 million.
This woman is a total failure. She's a failure.
Yeah, but I guess he lying too. You know, they just got the check just because he lying. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, brother. Ready? Jamal Truelove is one of them. Sheree Peoples. Yep. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. No, I think he was on here yesterday. I'm tripping. Let's see here. Oh, I got to the bottom. Mike says, I'm willing to bet Tim's shirt was drenched. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Tanjan, how you doing? Says they do have the mothers. Yeah, they're out there. First fruit, he says, imagine Trump picked that Hawaiian lady. He would win. Oh, you talking about Tulsi? He would win by a big margin because when last time he was there, both parties in office, especially that she got Kamala and the Democrats, that would be. Hey, Otis, how you doing? Nope. Thank you. How you doing? By the way, say great show. Thank you. Yeah. So all in all, I think it was a great debate. It was one of the better ones that we've seen in a long time. It was nice to see people civil, you know, being able to really talk through some things and answer the questions. They answered the questions far better than their running mate. And like I said, Trump and Kamala just a straight up clown show. Clowns.
And the fact checking. I'm glad Vance did check her with the facts. Like, look, you ain't gonna do that on this, platform. That was, we said, but there was no fact checking. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. So
yeah, that's what I said too before he came on. He set the tone. Like, what y'all now finna do, okay? Because I know y'all in the bag for Kamala. We know that, right? We know you're in the bag. But y'all not gonna be messing with me. You're not gonna be on here harassing me. On my, and that's what I'm saying. That's right there when I knew he was very sharp, because he was like, let's get it clear right now, ladies. You ain't finna be on my back. Now, if we're gonna follow the rules, we're gonna follow the rules. Otherwise, it's gonna be the OK Corral up in this. And they backed up off of him because everybody was starting to, post and tweet how it's very biased. It's 3 against 1. But they backed off when he called them to the carpet. But see, that's what Trump should have did, but he was too busy being baited by Kamala, you know? And that's like I said, I think she did that really well. She knew his weakness. And see, that's the other thing too. You got to know your opponent's weakness and their strengths. And you got to be able to play off of that. And she played Trump like a fiddle, and he just could not rebound. Well, Joe Biden hates her. He hates her. He hates her.
By the way, Joe Biden hates her. I mean, but he can't help himself sometimes, because like I said, when you attack him, he's going to defend himself. I will say that he's not going to let you just talk any old way.
Yeah, so I honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for this mess to be over with. I swear I am. It could be some the Kermit the Frog can go in there as far as I care at this point. You know,
I think we have 34 days to go. About 34 days to go. So.
So anyway, brother says Don Rickles was actually trending. Yeah, Don Rickles. I was like, I don't know if he dead. Is Don Rickles dead?
Yeah, he's been dead since the 90s.
Because I was like, did they kill him
after
again?
After Toy Story, that was his really last.
Yeah. Because I did see him trending. I was like, why is Don Rickles trending? And then they put
King of the Comeback.
Him and Tim look like they could be brothers. They could be brothers. I was like, that's wow. I mean,
well, if this governorship doesn't work out and they need to do a biography on Don Rickles, he has a job.
You ain't lying. I mean, he's a nice guy. I think he's a nice. So he died in 2017. Yeah, they done brought him back to life. But yeah, I think the problem though with Harris and Walz's campaign is they just trying to just ram joy down your throat and not Joy Reid. You're trying to ram joy down your throat. Talking about we vibing. Y'all vibing? How y'all feel? We vibing. That's what I imagine. They just sit around a little campaign war room and just be vibing.
But you know what I hate about that though? Negroes that ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of are all like vibing with her. And it's like you can't pay your rent, you can't pay your student loans, you can't do anything, but you have this feel-good moment about joy, and then they want to bring God into it and all this other stuff. And it's like, God ain't got nothing to do with this. You got to save yourself. And that's what kills me. And it's like they go against their own better judgment for themselves. They don't want to save themselves, but they're quick to save everybody else. And it's just like, you ain't got a damn thing happening. Your insurance is going up on your car, so now they're going to make you a criminal. They're criminalizing homelessness. By the way, I think there was a city here in California that just started criminalizing homelessness. Fresno just started criminalizing homelessness. They're starting to do all these things. And you talking about a woman that told you in your face, no, I'm not going to do nothing specific just for you. No. Here we are.
Miss D, I replaced him. I got a new co-host. He don't hardly say nothing. He just go along with the get along. He just does as he's told. He votes blue no matter who. Okay. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. He just.
What do we win? If we fight, what do we win? And then I'm going to take a guess because I was late on the show today. That raccoon's name is Roland, the raccoon.
Don't you insult my raccoon like that. We do need to give him a name, though. But what you win is joy. That's
so
joy.
As I'm being evicted out of my house, I have joy at the end of the day.
That's what you get. You get joy, okay? Leather and luxury cars, where have you been? How you doing? Nah, we're not gonna name it. I'm sorry. We're not gonna do my raccoon like that. We're not naming it that. I'm sorry. We do need to give him a name though. Is it a boy or a girl? Can't tell. We have to come up with a name.
Tan Zhao says, hold on to that raccoon. The immigrants are looking for him.
Wow. There's a lot more of them out there. Leave mine alone. Okay. Ricky the raccoon. We'll have to work on it. We'll have to work on it. Anyway, I think that's all we got. Kumbaya. That's a little too close to get me in trouble. I don't know. DNL. The raccoon is non-binary. Okay, it's a they. It's a them. Got you. Leather Luxury Card says, I've been grinding lately doing. Okay, hope y'all good. We are good. Tom John says, name the raccoon Rocky the raccoon. That could work. Rocky. Okay, we'll have to remember that. Team Truth, how you doing?
Wait, why can't we call it Rafushka?
Ain't nobody gonna remember that. Ain't nobody gonna remember that. Hey, Fyra, I hope I said that right. How you doing? It says raccoon. Okay. DL Rolanda Smiley. Reggie, you crazy. You are crazy. Not no damn DL Rolanda Smiley. They might come after me for that. But anyway, we're going to get out of here because we're about to get real stupider and indignant. Oh, not Rakamala, not Radio Raccoon. There you go. We'll figure it out. No, I can't name it that. I get in trouble if I name it that. Ralph or Roscoe. Roscoe might work. Roscoe. Well, we'll come up with something. Jesse? I don't know about that one, but we'll come up with something. Anyway, I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to Brother Phil tonight at 7, as he always brings the heat. We love you too, Reggie. And tell your wife and everybody we said hello and konnichiwa.
Yes, 34 days ago, you guys. Again, just keep speaking that truth and vote your interest, not a party's interest, your interest.
Raccoon Rufus. Rufus might work. All right, Nicole. See y'all later. Peace.